Now let's say if I want to connect other tables, okay, if I want to do a join. So basically what happens is, let's say if I have, this is my region, okay, and I want to add the managers for every region. Okay, so let me first remove this because I'll remove these two. I have refreshed the data. Now I'll have the updated one. So now let's say I have these 4 data regions, okay, and I want to add the managers for these regions. So, and when I see my data source, do you see any region in this one, regional manager's name to every region? Do you see any managers field over here in this data? No, right? So can you tell me where is the regional manager name updated? So for people in the people table, there is a separate table and I have the manager's name for every region, right? So in now let's say if your information is coming from 2 different table and you want to join them, right? So that means I want to add managers in my order table. So what I need to do, I need to add these 2 tables, right? I need to combine the table, right? So the basic requirement is if you want to join 2 tables, you need to have a common field. A common field is required, right? Until and unless you don't have a common field, you won't be able to join. So in simple terms, you can understand, let's say you have a house, right? If anybody wants to come to your house, what is the basic requirement? That you should know him, right? You cannot allow an unknown person to enter your house and live, correct? So the same requirement over here is if you want to join 2 tables, you need to have a common field. So what is that common field over here? What is that field that is available in this order table also and in the people table also? In this one also and in this one also. Region, correct? Region is also available in this and also available in this also. So I can say that region is the common field between these 2 tables, correct? So that requirement is met. So that means I can do a join over here. So now right now if you see there is no manager's name over here. But after I do let's say I'll show you over here. Let's say I type manager. I don't find any name, right? Let's go to the data source. Now I'll open this data source. I'll keep it open. Now, first thing is this is your logical table. Okay. So now just be whenever I say that go to the logical table, so you will always refer to this table. And if I say open the physical table, so that means you need to click over here and click on open. Okay. Now you can see this order is here. This is your table over here. Now you need to drag this table and drop it here. The moment you drop it, as I said, Tableau is smart enough and designed in such a way that you don't have to do anything manually. Tableau has identified the common field automatically and it has created the join. It has joined both the tables. Now, if you go to your sheet and if you find, you will see that manager's name has been available now. Can you see? And for every region, there is a manager's name updated now. So wherever in the data, wherever in this data, you see, just one second, let me drag this. wherever you see a East region, you will
Yes, sir.
see that the manager's name will be assigned automatically, Chuck Maggie.
Yes, sir.
So wherever there is Central, you will see this manager's name. So your data has got updated with a regional manager's name also. So understood how to do a
Yes,
join? So now, what is join? You know, how many types of joins are there? Anybody has any idea? Have you ever heard about join before? Join
yes,
is basically, it's when you are connecting two different tables, that is called join, on the basis of a common field. Okay.
okay,
To
sir.
do a join, the basic requirement is a common field. And again, now a question, this is an interview question that can be asked in your interview related to Tableau, that what is the default join in Tableau? So the answer is inner join. Inner join. So there are different types of joins. So what are the joins? That is inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join. These are the four types of join available in Tableau.
Okay, sir.
What inner join does is it will give you all the common values from both the tables, only the common values, matching values. Left join will give you the matching values from the right table. So if you hover on this, see explanation is already given, popped up. Can you read that? If you select this, you see that includes all value in left table and all matches from right table. Matches with members without matches will show up as null on the right. Same right table will give you all the matching value from the left, and full outer join will give you all the records from both the tables, and it will have duplicate values. So now you have to it here you have to use your logic. Which join do I need to use? Okay, so right now by default join Tableau does is inner join.
Sir.
Now it has done a join and the common field Tableau has identified automatically. Can you see region? And region has taken from order table and this region has taken from people table and the condition is equal. So this region is equal to region in the people table. Yeah. So this is how it has created the join. Now let's say if I change the name over here, let's say if I type direction instead of region, let me remove this, open this one, and I'll remove these people now. So now what I've done is I have renamed this as direction, but this value is same, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
we know that direction and region are the same. Only difference is name is different, but values are same, right? Am I correct? In case when you are working on a project and you know that you don't find a common value, so you can always go ahead and check with the database team that what is the common value between both tables. So they can tell you, okay, or they can provide you the data. You can do a research, you can check all the data, and by reading the data I get to know that this direction and region are the same, only name is different, but both have same values. So what I'll do is, now let's say if I refresh this one, now let's say if I go to the sheet, now let's say if I type region, this one, is it changed? Did I refresh it? I'm not sure. I refreshed it at 11.5. Yes, it should. Yeah, direction. So can you see direction over here? Now I want to do a join with people, the same criteria. I'll drag this and I'll drop it over here. Now what has happened? Earlier Tableau has identified it automatically because it saw the name common and it did it. But now in the current scenario, the names are different. So Tableau is not able to identify the common field. So we can assign it manually. So I know that in order table, what is the name of that field? Is direction, right? In this field, this is the order table and the name is direction of this column. And what is the name in the people table? Let's say, sorry, yes, people table. What is the name in the people table? Region, right? So that means region direction is equal to region, right? Can I say this? That direction from order table, this is the order table, sorry, order table, and this is from people table. So this both are same. So I will give the same condition in Tableau. So direction is equal to, now I'll take the people table. People table region is the same. Now it has become valid. Now I'll close. Now I'll go to this. Now if you go to this direction, now this is my direction, you will see we will have the same values. So I'll take the regional manager over here. Can you see? It has updated direction, and in front of direction, you will have all the managers. Now over here also, you can have all the fields from your order table and the people table. Any doubt? Okay, and union that you said that if you want to do a union, you need to have a common, you need to have the same. What happens in join is you need a common field to do the join. But if you want to do the join, you will need to have the common table, like common values, column names. This field should have, other table also should have all these same columns. Then only you will be able to do a union. Union is basically used to add the data, like append the data, append the table. Okay, let's say in we'll take an example, the one that I have created. Let's say I'll take Excel over here. In data, I have this row ID, I have the same A to V column, right? Same column name. Same column name for Jan also, Feb also, and March. Now what is happened is I'm getting a data. Every month there is a new table created for every month with the same column name. Understood? The requirement over here, the condition that every month we have a new table created with the month name. So for January, I have a separate table. For February data, I have a separate table. And for March, I have a separate table. Understood? Okay. So now what I want is, I want to add, I'll first add this Jan data over here. Now I open this one. Now I want to add the Feb data below this. If you see over here, to go to the sheet, create an extract. Okay. Okay, yes, because I've used the same field. So now I have what I have named it. At the end, I have added month. So now you will see as month, right? So now if you use this, it's showing as Jan, right? Now let's say we see how many records in Jan, 20, right?
20.
So let's take that record name. So Jan count is 20. I'll add for Jan is 20. Now what happened is in Feb, there is new data gets added, right? For the Feb month, and how many? So 20, 20, 40, right? Total. In this one is also 20. And for Feb, March also, there is new 20 records, right? So the field names are the same. So what I'll do is I'll add it. I'll do a union. So I'll union this Feb with Jan. Can you see? When you drag just below this, you see the orange text,
Yes,
drag table to union. If I drag it over this side, then this will be join. It will be join. But we don't want to do a join, we want to do a union. Because we want to append the data, we want to add the data. So I'll drop this Jan and put it over here, Feb. And now I'll add the Feb also over here. Now let's see how it is performing. Now let's edit union and I can see my data over here. So I have this Jan, Feb and March. Now let's go to the sheet and check if the data got updated or not. No, so now can you see for Jan there is 20 records, for Feb there is 20 records, and for March there is 20 records, right? So this is how you will do a union.